Rodriguez playing defense. Bayley knocking Sky off. Liv Morgan gonna roll her up. Shoulders are down. Morgan and Raquel.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So on Friday night SmackDown, we had the Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez match against the Damage CTRL's Bayley and Dakota Kai with Iyo Sky. Now, before this was very interesting. Bayley was actually dissing Iyo Sky for not winning the title against Bianca Belair back at Backlash, right? This was before the match. They had an interview backstage, right? And I thought that was interesting because Iyo Sky definitely didn't look happy. And once again, another moment with Iyo Sky came into the picture late in this match. So let's get to it, y'all. So Morgan got caught up in the heel corner. Bayley held up Morgan while Kai tagged in and performed a double stomp on the elevated Morgan. Cole called it a meteora, and Kai said may have tweaked her knee when she landed. It was a pretty good spot, though. Bayley had Sky grab one of the tag team titles, and this is the spot right here that pretty much ruined the match for Damage CTRL because Rodriguez cut off Sky, and Sky fell to the floor. Then Morgan rolled up Bayley and pinned her for the 1-2-3 victory. That was all she wrote for Damage CTRL's Bayley and Dakota Kai as they lose to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a little bit over 8 minutes. So this was something that was not surprising because it was already kind of listed that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will face Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green on Raw. But what ended up happening, since I'm filming or recording this video after Raw, I just watched Raw because the way I did it was I had missed SmackDown this past weekend, and so I caught it right before Raw. I had replayed SmackDown before Raw, and so I found out on Raw that Liv Morgan actually got injured, and so they ended up canceling the match, but Chelsea Green ended up facing Raquel Rodriguez if he had something that happened after that match. So when I get to my Raw videos, they're going to find out what happened. But just a little hint, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler return. Oh, I just revealed it, right? But yeah, so we already knew who was winning, but what was interesting was that they're still telling the story of how Iyo Sky and Damage CTRL is no longer on the same page. So they're definitely elevating the story that Iyo Sky will most definitely leave Damage CTRL, and it's a very interesting situation. But also in the match, which was interesting, was that Alba, Fyre, and Isla was watching the match backstage. So, and they still have the NXT Tag Team Championships, which is interesting when they're going to defend those. At all. Is it going to defend that against a main roster team, or is it going to be defended against on NXT? I mean, against the NXT tag team. So that's still interesting to me how they're going to do that situation. So it's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the tag team division, the women's division. But like I said, we did not get this tag team match on Raw. I don't know if Liv Morgan got hurt for real or if this is a storyline thing. But if it's a storyline thing, I'm pretty sure they're going to probably have this match either on SmackDown or Raw in the next couple of weeks. Maybe they're going to hold it to Night of Champions. So we'll see what happens with that. If it's a real injury, then I don't know. Ooh, that's going to be bad for Liv Morgan. I don't know what they're going to do with that whole situation. So, because Liv and Raquel were looking like a really good tag team for sure. And it looks like they're going to face Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler at some point, which is the answer that we got. But we'll talk more about that when we get to Raw. But let me know your thoughts about this. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Share the video, subscribe to the channel. I want to talk about Asuka and Bayley, Bianca Belair next. Thank y'all for watching. Afternoons Delight.